Okay, let's do a real quick rundown here. From any internet connected device, it can be your desktop browser, it can be your cell phone, it can be a tablet. Simply go to myque.io/login and you'll be greeted with a login screen. If you've been given a sheet from us for a free 30-day pass, you could enter that information here. I'm just going to put in a quick sample and log in. Okay, this is your command screen. I'll go over real fast. On the top left, you have your business information, which we'll pre-enter for you. On the top right, you'll have the whoever's currently on support and how to communicate. And let's just imagine a patient walked in and walked up to the front desk to check in. There's several ways he can come in. He can come in by himself. He can enter himself via text, but let's do a manual entry first. Hit the plus sign, put in the name, let's just say John Doe, and get the phone number there. I'm going to record on my phone so we can see live response. Just 1 second. There we go. As soon as you hit enter, the patient will get notification, confirmed, you've been added to the allergy office's queue. Allergy office is a generic term. We'll put in your business name. And we will text you when ready. You may press 7 to cancel. If they were to reply with a 7, it'll take them out of the list. The list is right here. If we look back at the command screen, we see this pink line. First name John, last name Doe, and this shows how long they've waited in tenths of a minute. Since they have the freedom to wait until texted, they don't have to wait in the waiting room if they don't want. They could self-isolate in their own car or wherever they're comfortable with. Let's say we're ready to let them know, hey, the doctor's ready to see you. You have two options. You can send them a custom message by clicking this pencil here and typing whatever you like. Or we can use one of the predetermined messages for the quickest way. Right now, if we look in this blue thing, we can see the current default is we're ready to see you at the front desk. And there's more options you can save, and you can change them in anytime by going to settings. Here it'll be your allergy shots are ready. This is please come in now. Let's say we wanted to say please come in now. Submit. As soon as you hit this one time, you'll see it changes from pink to green, letting us know visually we've sent it. We can see on our customer screen they immediately got the text, please come in, we're ready to see you. To the right of this text icon we see a little by ×1, which means we've done it one time. Let's imagine that 5 minutes go by and they still didn't show up. We could send them another follow-up. Now it goes darker green, again to let us know visually, and it's ×2. And of course we could see they got the text over here as well. Now they show up and they're ready to be processed. You can remove them from the list by hitting this red X and just confirming it. And that's that. One of the important things to realize here is this is HIPAA certified and all communication here is encrypted and the text is actually submitted from a secure server. It's a HIPAA violation for any employee to actually send text directly from their cell phone to a patient. This lets you use your cell phone or your computer or a tablet to use the convenience of text, but be within the HIPAA guidelines because everything happens securely over our encrypted server. Anyway, next I want to talk about how, this is where things get very interesting, how the patient can enter themselves in the queue so they don't even have to initiate a face-to-face contact. Okay, for this part I'll be explaining how a patient can self-check in. If you look at this document, this is something we'll print off and you can put on your front door or you can put on the front desk, and it provides anyone the phone number to text in, or even better, they can simply scan this barcode and it will automatically open up a text message for them to begin the process. So let me show you that right now on my own phone. There it popped up. The text is initiated. Now I can just simply type any message like, hey. And I get the response. how to add myself. Simply put my first and last name separated by one space. So we'll call ourselves Steve Johnson. We'll enter that, and then we'll have a look at our command screen here. We can see we have an alert. Customer C has entered the queue through text, and we have to click acknowledge. This helps make sure nobody missed someone entering in remotely. And we can see down below, Steve Johnson has just been added. We don't have to ask for his phone number. It's already been collected because he texted us. And if I were to start notifying him, he would get these texts right back. If we don't want to have to click acknowledge, there's another option where you can change to ring once. And this is all personal preference, but let's remove Steve. And again, on my phone, instead of saying, hey, I can just type my name. If I know the process, I can just go right into it. And that'll put me straight into queue. Command screen, there it is. You heard this single audible beep because we're in that mode, and we can see the name shows up as yellow, letting the operator know, the receptionist, that this was someone who texted into queue remotely, either from the parking lot or the front door or on their way in. And of course it works like everything else. If I were to text him, and let's say 10 minutes went by, we're ready to see Steve, I could shoot him a text, and there we go, it's popping up. Please come in, we're ready to see you. So that explains how to enter in through queue using the barcode or letting them know what the textable number is, either through a sign. But you can also, we have clients who've adjusted their voice message when you call the office. Before it lets you speak to a direct person, it lets them know if you're on your way in or if you're checking in, you can simply text this number. If you need to talk to somebody, or if it's an emergency, you can press 1, etc., etc., etc. All these methods help funnel people into the queue and save time and labor and make everybody's life just a little bit easier. Next, we'll be talking about setting the hours for your business in case anybody tried to text in when you were closed. Okay, let's go over the hours function. This is setting your business hours. First, I want to draw your attention to this section right here where it says text into queue status. Right now it's on. That means you're open. That means anyone who texts into queue will be granted a chance to join the queue. If it's closed, they will instead receive this default closed message, which currently is set to we're closed, shots open at 9 a.m., last shot, etc., etc. You can change what the closed message is right here in your settings. Here's the message. To set your daily hours, you have an open and a close time for each day, Monday, Tuesday open, Tuesday close, etc., all the way down. Just to understand what that looks like, if we were to set Thursday to close, as I'm recording this, it's a Thursday, we immediately can tell this is set to off. This automatically refreshes about every 10 seconds, so if you ever, this will always give you the exact status, how the server sees you as being open. This also respects your current time zone. We'll enter your time zone in the server, and it will follow those hours accordingly. That's all.